Welcome to KSRI's Academy. And now let's get into the daily news headline analysis of 12th October 2021. India-China commander talks end in impasse. So 13th round of senior military commander talks were held between India and China, and this talks took place in Moldo on the Chinese side, and its main focus was on working out the third phase of disengagement from patrolling point 15 in Hot Springs, and also overall disengagement and de-escalation at the line of actual control. As we can see, this did not end well. The two sides ended up blaming each other for the situation. 1900 water conservation structures built in Gurugram. Now, before getting into this article, let me give you a brief note on what is Jal Shakti Abhiyan's Catch the Rain program. So, Jal Shakti Abhiyan వాటర్ కన్జర్వేషన్ ఇంకా వాటర్ సెక్యూరిటీ పైన కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇందులో 2 phases ఉంటాయి. First phase is held during the monsoon. And second phase is held during retreating monsoon. In the northeast states. And దీని యొక్క మెయిన్ ఫోకస్ వాటర్ స్ట్రెస్డ్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ ఇంకా బ్లాక్స్ పైన ఉంటుంది. అండ్ జల్ శక్తి అభియాన్స్ క్యాచ్ ద రెయిన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ 22nd March 2021లో లాంచ్ చేశారు. నేషనల్ వాటర్ మిషన్ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసింది. అండ్ దిస్ మిషన్ కమ్స్ అండర్ జల్ శక్తి మినిస్ట్రీ. It focuses on all rural and urban areas across the country. And the main aim is to utilize rainwater through constructing artificial recharge structures, creating new water bodies, rejuvenating ponds and water bodies, revitalizing ponds and water bodies, and monsoons రాకముందు wetlands ఇంకా rivers ని rejuvenate చేయడం. Water conservation and rainwater harvesting structures have been constructed at 1900 places. So 1900 places లో water conservation ఇంకా rainwater harvesting structures construct చేశారు. 68 ground water wells ని revive చేశారు గురుగ్రామ్ దగ్గర ఈ catch the rain program కింద. Similarly, 68 groundwater wells were revived, 35 watersheds were developed, and more than 5 lakh saplings have been planted as a part of the scheme to conserve rainwater. Rainwater conservation కోసం more than 5 lakh saplings ని కూడా ప్లాన్ చేశారు. UK asks India to update climate goals. Now let's talk briefly about UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. It is an entity of United Nations. And ఇందులో 197 member countries ఉన్నాయి. And the Paris Agreement, which took place in 2015, and Kyoto Protocol, 1997. ఈ రెండింటికి ఇది పేరెంట్ ట్రీటీ. And its secretariat is located at Bonn, జర్మనీ. ఈ ప్రోటోకాల్ యొక్క ఏంటిటి యొక్క మెయిన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఏంటంటే అట్మాస్ఫియర్లో గ్రీన్ హౌస్ గ్యాసెస్ లెవెల్స్ని ఇది స్టెబిలైజ్ చేయాలి. అండ్ దిస్ హాస్ టు బి డన్ ఇన్ అ టైమ్ పీరియడ్ విచ్ అలౌస్ ఎకోసిస్టమ్ టు అడాప్ట్ naturally and also ensure sustainable development. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson spoke to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, urging India to announce a more ambitious, nationally determined contribution ahead of the United Nations Climate Change Summit in the UK in a few weeks. So, ఈ టూ లీడర్స్ వ్యాక్సిన్ సర్టిఫికేషన్ ఇంకా ఆఫ్ఘనిస్తాన్ సిచ్యువేషన్ గురించి కూడా డిస్కస్ చేశారు. And as UK is the president of the upcoming climate change conference, it is asking all countries to update their nationally determined contributions to reflect climate change for the next few decades. 193 countries filed their first NDCs, but only 19 have updated so far. India filed its first NDC in 2016. In 2016, when the first NDC filed chesam. And at that time, we committed to cut emissions by 33% by 2030 and also ensure that about 40% of installed power capacity comes from renewable energy. Modi to attend G20 virtual meeting on Afghanistan. So G20, it is an informal organization of 19 members and European Union. ఇందులో వరల్డ్ బ్యాంక్ ఇంకా ఇంటర్నేషనల్ మానిటరీ ఫండ్ representatives. G20 represents 85% of world GDP, 80% of global investment, and 75% of global trade. And the 19 countries comprise of China, India, Australia, Argentina, Indonesia, Japan, etc. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend an extraordinary virtual meeting of G20 leaders, which will be held on Afghanistan on October 12th. Over 2 lakh RTI pleas pending. So right to information. Act 2005 లో పాస్ చేశారు. Article 19 of Indian Constitution clearly implies right to information. And RTIని మనం తీసుకోవడానికి కారణాలు ఏంటంటే ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ప్రెషర్ అండ్ యాక్టివిజం, corruption and scandals, modernization and information of society. And the objectives of the Act are to empower citizens, and to contain corruption, it also aims at ensuring transparency and accountability. And to improve people's participation in democratic processes. In democratic processes. So RTI is a tool for citizens to demand accountability in governance. When a request for information is denied by a government body, ఎప్పుడైతే గవర్నమెంట్ బాడీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వను అని చెప్తుందో అప్పుడు స్టేట్ ఇంకా సెంట్రల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కమిషన్స్లో అపీల్స్ ఫైల్ చేయొచ్చు. They act as transparency watchdogs under the law. And recent got an SNS report and maybe it highlighted the delays in disposing of cases due to both shortage of personnel and inefficient operations. Chala cases pending law ఉన్నాయి and this will take a lot of time to clear all the appeals అని SNS report చెప్తోంది. NGT need not wait for audit to save environment, says Supreme Court. It's National Green Tribunal. Sorry. It has been set up under National Green Tribunal Act 2010 and its headquarters is in New Delhi. And it is a statutory adjudicatory body. National Green Tribunal is set up for effective disposal of cases relating to environment, forests, and other natural resources. And National Green Tribunal which body Supreme Court 90 days lopu challenge చేయొచ్చు. NGT did not wait for court to save environment, SSC. Supreme Court has declared that National Green Tribunal position as a unique forum endowed with suo motu powers to take up environmental issues across the country. So National Green Tribunal ఏమన్నా environmental issue రైజ్ అయినప్పుడు ఒకరు అపీల్ చేసేంత వరకు వెయిట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. దానికి అదే కేసుని తీసుకోవచ్చు if it is civil in nature and it is related to the act. So the judgment goes like this. The exercise of power by the National Green Tribunal is not circumscribed by receipt of applications. When substantial questioning relating to the environment arise and the issue is civil in nature, and those relate to the Act, the NGT, in our opinion, even in the absence of an application, can self-ignite action either towards amelioration or towards prevention of harm. A three-judge bench of Justice A.M. Kanvilkar Hrishikesh Roy and C.T. Ravikumar held in judgment. The judgment also described the National Green Tribunal as a complementary, competent, and specialized forum which deals with all environmental multidisciplinary issues, both as original and also as an appellate authority, while complex issues were hitherto dealt with the High Courts and the Supreme Court. Thank you.